David. Me so ni papa ko pe ba wo so mo man na.
O ni papa ko pa wo so no o yi ba ko to ha o man ni na o.
Morning.
Bibia ba ko dia.
Mecha Kessben na tiefo nyina
na. So je so.
Memo abaso. So there why I want say utility player. You do it now, I shall be born. You do it now, the man be born. Make the other born. In fact, you can't see the referee crowd.
Come on, yes sir.
Yes.
Come on. 84% motiasi ye. Any pa any issue na. And I said you on our screens right now on Kessben TV, on Facebook Kessben TV. Yenuano mema youth ababeji na yoko etwen omunia be ma meka shata wala omo celebrity di empa asemne ne potin pa ne den.
All right, Kojo, me that say my main is simple say because investigations eguso koso and investigations koso won komobisa ho udi onkomo na yema authority say kan semni nyina wan shana wakope sem foforo e dia babeka de koso ngada no. And you know the simple way I make me can say Shatawale ne yellow Lamborghini otoye no and no na am say and sem kakra wo ho Ghana brase also you know say you could for friend is because internal I could do on chain I am not the deal on I say omufita brase also mo share sem no omofre yenyina ye artist bakope Shatawale na omobi bisa na nsem enti eno enema Shatawale akopie mu yoko no a friend saying a yellow Lamborghini or toy, 1 or 2 via ABI and Rana Okomwana Shilly Zadabi, where Yantia identity, and then the man Shatawale a could do in simple terms. I think that is how I can put it.
Okay, it is a miss here, can't ya, you a year casting you me who say Casanina and you were specific yellow. It means that purple one being who ya now. On social media, me who say, what day a year champagne, a goose and all that, and yen one, name a yellow one.
Purple one, they say, it was a Tuesday. I think, Tuesday, no, yes, purple one day, Tuesday, Nana, Yekoye, no, dear, Yameadum, Sembia, Niho, Tatawali. To the car or papa promoting a jumating pesca atoka nakuma and that's also a tree as a celebrity. You know when you are a celebrity it comes with some lifestyle and again if your brand gets to a certain level definitely you have to add some color to the brand because Shatawale arguably Ghana's #1 musician in Ghana no or no ama obia who say no de nyame adom adwuma anyuma wa no nyame ehra ne wom enti say edru maybe na as I say lifestyle nso meeti ba bia wadru na why not onye pepe obekoso na watimi ai de so ye ba no say no ka nyampontia na fempo ne ba betia no I see why Ehomesa anti. Assembly ni hokra, assembly ni ho. Yellow Lamborghini na common aid. Now huya there say purple Lamborghini straight from Abridge container by na tiano bi ya efrimo. You know, how the problem be any of bajo.
Okay. Sami again I think a press release came from Yoko in itself, signed by Omo head of public relations at the buy, and can same be a woman for the public to also hear what was really happening and all that. The things that were said in the press and be sure so working kind as to one shatter any nipa or ton a car no the issue of say Mito Street so it's painting a picture as if essbenMaakye doesn't know exactly and as a kind of fast one when no, he's not willing to speak with authorities on that thing.
Kojo, unfortunately for me, throughout the interrogation process, no,
okay,
I was not part of it. And you know, apart from say Yokofua press statement, the shame mono. Me count them because I would say interrogation and investigation cost. The name question by NTI Marsh Shatawale answer now say Shatawale name answer or the a meaty question I bisano. And between you and I wouldn't be able to say much because Shatawale and Nim Sa and Komono Tiasi I'll bet me at church.
Okay, say dear, you know Bema Wufi, right?
Oh, to say the Yamiadum or kind of bush for Fia, and then you break or call live shortly near month for the fans. Edin Komona or Ashiomo because I know they could see and say a bra or drew a drew Fiano. Now, any for ending dimpo say you're releasing or ama or coffee because Usana fans no omagina abontain from Anopa. Ekosi enyimra almost say any Shatawale pan there some be free or akofi there like almost free or and I also want to believe say APR Yoko 24 based on security advice no almost feel say oh any fans na charge no APR yi Shatawale Trump say Shatawale new Asha Nadia na tintin e beba so na ha na adults no omo edinifa e kwan foforo so a okay, yeah, I say, meeting with bail conditions. Nana, Omoye, Papa, Epe, Kabimu, and Omobia, gate from our Omdinity, Senate Donna, Ehuma didn't know. At a point, which means not security for the they were overwhelmed. Because also was also getting higher by the minute. It wasn't as if say Viana any pane their energy was renewed after every minute. And you know, I think it was a security advice. Okay, now because of who he is and how the fans are charging, you know, it will be advisable. Say, yeah, be mana sneaky out. Now say later no, yama first. And you know, I'm share videos maybe everyone. At a point now, said me the police van no, acquire communication be at the fans.
Yeah.
Because now speaker na yeah, and I say. Speakers are near the bonum no na ono opinion mokasa enti na say many fans no kokasa via the police van no mu hu say oh I am sata kote because na police for no o maka dey so mo kan na the fans were still active. None of them they were not ready to move until they see Shatawale out of Yoko custody. Enti yes no na manifest do na hu enti once again Kojo Minna a few days so and Kase Yada Masepa and Amoch say Ghana de musician be any betting didn't want to Shatawale. Among say Ghana de Shatta movement no a political party in the making. Among me who say Shatta movement no and yada did agrosa who did agrosa agrobedu and I think we can only appreciate the fans and more.
And one of the critical things are now Yenim said the expectation would have been was to see AF fans misbehave and all that. Truly, from Anopana towards Yoko till the time did you ever in any way saw, in as much as they were speaking to the media in that angry manner and all that, I'm not too sure any of them did anything otherwise in terms of violent scenes and I say honor.
Oh, that be as much as the official team of Shatta movement did not really put them together or organize them, we realized that they were there on their own accord. They were there because news because no, and I say the Wednesday no, and you no crano before you never bonting ababe kasa officially say this is the case. Now you who say nipabi after put you out. Shatawale has been arrested. Shatawale has been detained at Yoko. Blah blah blah. Oh, so Shatawale has been arrested. Blah blah. I'm not talking short or something, man. And you know, now. Someone who say okay, say na yati about Media, and so you're back or supporting them. And you know they were there, and like you are saying, they showed discipline. They were only there to show their unhappiness to the authorities. So they are calling for the release of Shatawale, and that was exactly what they were looking for, and nothing else.
Okay, Auntie, what is the next move with Yoko now with Arman Shatta? What's going to happen from now till ahead of us?
Oh, what I know is that investigations are not over.
Okay.
They are still doing it, so I want to believe that from time to time, many times they need Shatawale, they will call him now, and also Akona Omatwa Omunkomon. And Empire Bonnie said. And common because na Shatawale and also what me atwa na Jumas na Yoko Fonso atwa Jumas. Of course, nobody is bigger. Of course, you have to respond, and that is exactly what Shatta has been doing. So far, Shatta has been very cooperative with them, because our invitation by the crown about a America on a Tuesday. Yes, but when it came, no. Shatta did not refuse. Okay, like I'm passing on one. Okay, and yes, we been a car say, "Oh my, that the father daddy." And you know, a call on your moko didn't come. So he has been very cooperative with them, and I want to believe that Yoko authorities would even attest to this fact.
For sure. And you know, yeah, that's it. Say, you're sure the fans in this will be people of concern. So, what really mattered, and I think that you've done justice to it for all of us to understand what is really happening. And you know, instead of 10 million, no, about 5 million, right? Bill, no.
Yes. Time bill the Babon saying on Wednesday evening, no. Now 10 million Ghana cedis with 2 sureties, and up and down, say you better gather documents they be there abano and telephone so say oh okay the Siano I had who be Yamamo and Yamamo and 5 million Ghana cedis and now finally they took the password the Juma.
Okay. Sami, I am not too sure sir Yenuya Shatawale is too much worried, right?
Oh, he isn't worried. He isn't worried. And the reason I'm saying this is, also, over the past weeks or months, in come on about Yoko, FBI, and come on, baby, come on, Bimo, Yediamudin, Akikakaho, Shatawale brand, my business brand, and he said, our horn, Abia, or Yejumana, best sorry, now that needing up to her. Or that's all you need to her because you face because you didn't know who wants to do business with him. You didn't know who wants to connect with him. On the business grounds. And to be sorry now, Udin Daha. There is no way you are going to be happy about it. And you know, no account say, okay, sir, you go for it and you're happy with something that they want to get him to answer some questions. Why not? He is willing and he is ready. And, you know, invitation by in fact, in his mind, he wanted to go and clear his name. And that's exactly what he's doing. He wanted to go and clear his name to let the people know that, to me, this is what I know and this is what I do, and nothing else. And, you know, personally, I can tell you that Shatawale is in high spirits for what is happening. He is willing to clear his name out of this thing once and for all. Now on and you know the high spirits car. And I can tell you on the day in part now I'll call on no be how happy. Like I book and I say what can come.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it did not even come to him as a surprise because he was detained. No. He wasn't surprised because he was detained. He was ready for any outcome as a matter of fact.
Sami, me name say what here, but people are reading politics into it. Are they right to do that?
Oh, it is okay for them to do it, but to India and I say in India, we see it as one of those things, you know. In the political field or in the political space in Ghana, we know how our political people how they want to always score points. Yeah, it's, you know, another normal for someone to do it. Obian say, okay, say we a party now also now or ye BB I mean say we the no kotuma. You bet me the propaganda. And we can't stop it. Not following that lane and I almost drinks and young Cassie and young drinks are almost drinks so I didn't stop you some drinks because now possible it makes my basa and betting yes sir.
Because I am saying this because on social media I saw some of my own media guys who are in the political regime space, you know, bringing back and maybe or kafa Wuntumi when Wuntumi was taken on by you the same Yoko and then reposting that same your friend say infographics in IBM on social media and saying that karma came too soon. So would they buy the whole year and all those things. So that was the more reason why I was asking whether truly also what to say politics Mudia.
Well, so Shakawale has the power to comment on issues. The way he likes it or the way he understands it. And you know, NPP's regime and I say NDC's regime, he has the right and the power to make commentaries on it. And I want to believe that it was one of those commentaries. And he said, and now if there will be the far commentary be on making at the political reference. Like I'm saying, politics for example, play on the game, no. Everybody tries to look for the next available loophole to gain political points. So definitely that is how they are going to handle it. And ultimately stopping up. And you cannot control the thoughts of these people. We are then the only person we are not on and we are observing. We are observing.
Okay, all right. Sami, you better say only a Kessben edin komo. Repemunu sono BBAC ebe ba on channel my update ni na.
You are anytime, yeah.
That's a Samuel Ba and you edin common media relations a shatter wale management no or no oye omu media issues of a Shatawale released by Yoko after a 5 million bail a man. So indeed it is not the purple your friend is saying Lamborghini no the yellow one who send be na no e buy omokwaji fi ni fie. I quite remember better social media car say Yoko 42 and ye ba ni fie wo trasakwa omo ebe inviting no koye no. It is that car and who asema ba omo edi hu enkomo sesi ano 3 minutes past the hour of 8 meeting at your man so for Kojo Preko Dankwah and then you bedin komo in praying for better say Mahmoud Kabori or your spokesperson the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources Uramabua and I feel so Charles Maakye so better say managing editor the Hawk newspaper and then citizens of all Atodazi and also better say General Secretary GCPP or better say na fe yedi enkomo na share the cost within confronted us this week. One has to do with the 2nd September ahead of us, the Akwatia by-election. What the police have said, the political parties, what the MPP had said, that Nabi Kase police party, the trust will not be there because they are Akoso Ablekuma North, and said that Nkoyi Esa. And the spokesperson for Baumia campaign, Ura Miracles, Abwaji Edin Komo. And then I put a question to him, asking him, say, buying and illegal mining, saying, Kopano, or say, she knew her, Abayano Aye. There's nothing that the government has done when it comes to your friend is saying illegal mining, and indeed, it has rather increased. A Nimu within the shortest possible time, right after Omufi Sunano, and Niema Ekosuno, Tanyipa, or Sikufrudia, Nedia Kenyano, mine no any check. And maybe Sano say, na Oma ye hu, mranti omo, checke, insuno, and all that. Osio, Domaya, and say, entire no motion no more from blue no to yellow said and is existing already, and you know there's nothing that they've done. If me pa me san check it military for na sebu omo ko in room ho ekwa check it mrante omo ye galamsey illegal galamsey sorry illegal mining ni nyina no. They've been there already, tools logistics ni nyina no aban otwa mu no e de bad da. Therefore I mean, when it comes to drones, when it comes to Sanamanina or Hodeda, Inti Abaya ye kana se me di pa and de atoto honomwa or force sebio or kun illegal galamsey. Again, Imrana ne wo yes koko system no si almost a shimu omunya bibia enya doma bibia. This is coming from miracles aboy. So, and then we'll look at Shatawale and then issues that comes with cars hunsem krum hanom the way see back krum hana seb you also kotwa obesida hu say stolen car and I said there all these matters yebetimi edi hu enkomo ewo efia no intino mamu ko bebia yebedi enkomo yie pa. And indeed yenia bema Musa Dankwah asan release at the Fufra by Info Analytics for the abase Bamia still leads a race, you know, with 52%. As you see, Ken Japan is also second with 17%, and then Brian Champon also comes with 3%, and then Eddie Chum back with 1%. Now he says, "Yenya Kwabre Japan, Boache Jako, Adainimo, Omuyina comes less than 1%. What it means is that Omone number 0 hoko baby no a honum and a Omone nam sisi. And you know, and who in Comunano, ye bedi ewu fear hanum. But it's interesting. I for say a year adeba kwa yina ye. That has to do with a year motor delivery, Mika courier services in this country. So udim say ye wo courier regulatory commission ane se woni mu a me ka kiro ye wo commission bi wo krom hanoma omo check eye anaso mo register eye mo amoye delivery ni nyina enu ntini se woni mu a maka kiro me ko re mu bi na me pese me ye delivery ni bi me nye se na pese na me ye deda na sikasem ye na akoye ye rich amwa na akoye ye na aye de wo ho no. But me gidi ye se ufa moto se onye delivery emao unim baby ofi unim dio baby ofi ba unim no registration mo amoye delivery no so no moto fo no mo so mo ne regulatory fo no eni nkomo enko register e enti no mo amorane delivery companies ni nyina no bebre na no ana services regulatory commission for eni nkomo enko register omo company ni wo hoye do ni ma ne say o so wa register ni business no e wo register office and no no on call baby abue. But the Minister for Communication Digital Sam George at the assembly at on the Twitter page, and I really want to read it for you to see what is there. Or say, I have directed this afternoon an immediate halt to the ongoing enforcement action by the Postal and Courier Services Regulatory Commission. The action is in conjunction with the Ghana Police. Is a necessary activity to bring some sanity and order to the use of motorbikes for delivery purposes as stipulated by law. However, I believe the Commission needs to do more stakeholder engagements and public sensitization before the enforcement activities commence. We must enforce the law. Would in the coming days have meetings with the various stakeholders and fashion out an agreeable roadmap to implementation for God and country. This is coming from Sam George, the Minister for Communication and Digital. But in the course of the week, you know, you bedding command facade we home because again we are not regulating yes sir in Crawford to me and position a delivery system ni ye most of the restaurants no delivery me mo companies in the babako bia na moto sisi honom as to aduane no mo de bro as to say niema no mo de bro no say ye krojen say nya krojen say e bia ode ade ne bro ko asan tu moto na fa baby fufuro even sika o mo je kra no delivery sika no mo je kra no ni nyina no we need to enter into that space ye be he na edisan komo ni nyina. So that's a good call coming from Ora Sam George, and I think that Postal and Courier Services Regulatory Commission will do the needful. To me anyway, that they've seen that we advertising your courier services. Now, have we registered with the commissioner now? And indeed, they did it in a friendly manner. I said no. We didn't even know in the first place. They said there were any such regulatory commission be on. So they gave us the forms to fill, get into the business well, so that we can be regulated very well. And I think that it is a good thing for us to do because moto egu krom hanomono. But I'm praying, sir, we are not playing politics with this one. Yes, sir. Ebe ha dwene ye pa enti yankwa hwane so rich. All right, na yendi nkomo enhwe de aircall now me di kan bo so say the MPP sorry Musa Dankwah data bi ababeto osisi talking about who is first and who is on edi nkomo bibri ma me kwa pious Hajide ehonom campaign and after so Brian the champion now for in komo near share truly the analysis that Musa Dankwah they are 52% for Baumia Ken 17 Brian 3% now yen share the echo piles morning matching bibia boko there
yeah me no morning no nyame adom bibia boko pacho na monso
aye hu ye me ton ka che mo so why busy intino me sure say obaba down na ye hu me hu ache pa
Kojo enukre me na ya my
Matthias here now yenin komo Musa Dankwah just released another survey done on concerning omo standing for the MPP primaries to lead the MPP 52% Baumia Ken 17 Brian 3% Erichum 1 Kwabena Japan Bache Jako Adainimo less than 1, which means 0%. Are you surprised with the percentages or with that Musa Nana?
Yo minia midase yo ne dika na menchia na menchia etiefo nyina yahwepo nyina.
Okay.
Me say the research finding be any ho a surprise me because research wo we be enye abatwo research edimu pa abatwo na nkasa e die yade a wa wo de betutu nhihye ya wo ye hu research bi wo ha wo be ya ebetum ebefa ebi so wo ha wo be ya emfa because the ultimate research no abatwo enti yera Dr. Bernard Champon ono na sem ni se your trust ano onim se ne chiachi anti no obia obeka bibia afa ye campaign no yentie na supemu na se ehihye bi ewo ho aye be ya na yahwe na yaye that's feedback and feedback enye we nkwa na ba research is bebre aba ebe si ye da fam ebe susu si ye wo soro pa ni nyina no yetie na supremo yende ye nim ya ye nim se agronifem na ne ye de wo mun se yewra Dr. Bernard Champon obia be di one dance say is the fastest growing aspirant MPP race no mo because onu be mu nheda nkai bebre but ene ye bo pa ku mienu miensa o ka ho e tell say brantie no o ye bibia you're right, he's on the right track. And we are picking. Yen say ye gather momentum. Nim that port here Mr. Musa Dankwah eko gather data. Nim omwa wani wamunsu akasa. But na me make no ye feedback. And ye problem January 31st, Yakwa Kotoaba, Yera Dr. Brian Champon, a man for party for no, or see a him for no, Ejina to Muprekope. Omun himself, party in Yan Kabum. Na the Biagina to say, Niobe to me in Kabum. Afan the family na say, or no, ye yin is a Franketuni, or be a Babatan, she say we are Baumia Nipo, so we are Kennedy Nipo, that we are wine Nipo. Because on no dear, on you be any assem, our party no more. You're a Dr. Brian Champon. And I beum among for so enemy say, Ebinumu say, we ain't a catch for Yakosuku, Dr. Brian Champon. Wa bring ye papa. PhD or Krebi at his age, relatively younger age. Akaka na ba kukra asa be ka ho enti ye ba bet PhD no ka okra mienu sisi ade o ba ko se de enye fake de ye bia o master se okra mako be ye 4 na ye can business so a ebinum se o ye businessman dana ha on to me bo businessman ya ye ra brana champon on bo ni din ka ho. It's into hospitality. Ubagana na open hotels akesia. To me Rock City and Sinchen. Is the man is developing the biggest hotel in Africa. Ubagana IT company can sepa a year IT development firm Lydia. It's into really into say a car business here will be strength here. A branch no or was strength no so ye car huma any book academic and so Abrantia no okra and to no dear in for strength individual strength on one waka ni nyina akra abomu and a dorso about to mo bebunu ne dorso and say wunya candidate ya wono no bebunu no ho mo ho e woni mu a e trese watwa wo fufu ama na tonkwemu. And say, Yenim say, Kakraso one in sim, and now you are opposition. No, you say, compare dry and one year buying. Quanta DFA, Sebi Yedisicaneyo, and then your opposition. And to no answer now, the Binumu Baba Abesoya Seno, you run was see, Yanyatu Abadi Mano, 31st January 2025, no, the 2026, no, 31st January 2026 no all train the affair na ye kwakoye fundraising apan ya share party adwuma na say ono ankasa na honding ebe hyase ansana of course pukura isotogum ansana yakọ mobilize resources say onipa baako ebotom sika betumi aye party adwuma da bi but onipa baako betumi ahyase na enuanumu aka abebo ne chidom yepe kwan ya yebeko MPP yebeko yem performance in some of the strategic regions they say Ashanti region they say Eastern region they say Greater Accra region Western Central baby ya honde no wono yepe say yedu sanko yedademu 2016 levels no na amanfo nyina won say Abrantia ne hujo Abrantia open kabom Abrantia ebebunu hu wo mu hu e woni mu Abrantia sebi yeyina yebehye adwuma na ase ansana te obi ba be so yasene a o ma ba be so yasene no ta Abrantia no eye Dr. Brian Champon Onfano antu chire wo say te yetu abane ena obi eniwa obenya my understanding of the research yetu abane na etete na o say obi di number 1 obi su ye number 2 na era Dr. Brian Champon ye number 3
yes
obi awa baris no mun sheda nche bebre but like I'm saying minim omo a omo ni yera Musa Dankwah din komo no minim so omo ye MPP delegates ya minim omo fi regions ben minim because my thought is penyina ye research no cry in terms of national chairman general secretary
Yeah.
It only a minimum say or more mobile to general secretary swab by or more to national chairman swab by crown. Yen you or more. Ya feel na ye baby we na acquire constituency na acquire regional elections and about general secretary. It mean or more or new modding community say.
Okay. I might send it to you after. Share a methodology no use and an approach. Say delegates interview the sample or use sample size of 2,656 and after to delegates that answered all questions. 2,560 and then sampled randomly called 263 out of 276 constituencies, and your confidence level, he said, was 99%. Margin error was plus minus 2.44%, and then period of interview was between 12th to 20th August 2025. And but then again, would the team look critically into this? And as much as yes, Okase Monche. And in any case, I mean, we share even less, no more, less than 1% in Ukraine. It tells you someone talk of and then all of a sudden, Brian shoots to 3%. Are you guys going to pick up the report truly and then look into the matters well? What exactly these delegates that were spoken to said about your candidate? Though you can work on it.
Oh no, medical can say any the assembly obia can be an supreme. Yes, of course. Just like we have reviewed many other researches. Nano dia by na era Dr. Brana Champon number 35%. We have reviewed it. And no enya dia sebi ye dama say ye trimu ye be yakotia da debi ni abai ni bebe china ni beba debi ano. We will review any such document so that we can identify what if there are any gaps, what the thinking of some people are. We will identify all of those and work on it. And no there any problem cry. But we be able to move Abranti ayeka say me kura order number 3 say kura no. Onyansi femu mpoye, onyanko constituency kura ba akukura mpoye. Nya ye pra kwanso nkaka ye building ye structures ye ko enumponi o ebinum akobi pen mpo a enne Musa Dankwah ka say ye ruabra na champon kura no ready kan eja wo mu a o maye bida. And for me the takeaway for me is that the people, the delegates of the MPP, Tumu Preko. And we see that this is a candidate that has potential, and we are going to work extra. When General Secretary, they are to just say, by election and Sana,
yes.
And omo figure no was look kakra no omo no ma ye bi da wo but Brian edin komo privately ebia e woni fie anani office omo be ba besra no etie na sem kura keke abra onyansi fam kura mpo no enu na edin ko number 3 no there were fam successor na yewra Dr. Mahmoud Baumiamo asifam aye akọ rounds many times. There were fam successor na yewra Kennedy Japan more exifemo rounds many times here. I am sure, I'm very confident. Having listened to the message, and I'm actually Omoamaka and so message here. The message of inspiration, the message of hope, the message of victory, And nuna yura Dr. Brian Champon, Eka, and nuntina, ubi obeti na sembiano, okona afa, najin o nanka o she. Or obi nchempua and can also support you obi kra onya tie Dr. Brana Champo nepe, you will definitely see a shift in the person's position.
All right.
And review the literature where we have disagreements, we will engage. Where there is guidance, we will take it. But we are confident. We are very confident. We are very, very confident that by the time Dr. Brian Champon ordering a message of hope the message of victory ever call round the 275 constituencies no research be anywhere obi be ya enye ono and ebeda number 1.
And he said me take the okani party then we should ignore the rumors or the perception around that say Dr. Brian Champon is building a brand for the future, but not now.
The future is now, my brother. The future is now. Dr. Brian Champon, the future is now. The future is now. Dr. Brian Champon is building a brand for today and for tomorrow. So please, let's discard any notion. She said, Dr. Brian Champon is in this race not to win. He's testing the waters and preparing. He has prepared himself with service to this party for many, many years. A 4-term member of parliament, former minister of agriculture, Onuna Pensu, and Ananka, cocoa price, yeah, 800 cedis a bag, and ne cocoa price, Onuna Pensu, 30-something million. Yenyanumu de, Omuba, 100 and something cedis, Nomude Eka. So Dr. Brian Champon is an achiever. He's a doer, he's a deliverer. Okay. He's decisive, he's bold. And so Obi Ninam say, Dr. Brian Champon, no, China, Ejumebi, no, and not preparing one, and no, Busumeka, Obi campaign. Okay. Dr. Brian Champon is the solution that the MPP need to be able to deliver the victory for us in 2028.
Okay, so my last question here, DSC. I heard with Dean, I think this week. Yes. Okay, now me say Matiti Nsembi within this week from these political analysts and all that. One of them, which I want you to clarify on that. No, the perception that say Ura Brian Champon EBD on minus one, I mean as in president or probably leading the party. The people are saying say Yamaneba Ubisano Wahana Watonga Naina Adaya almost say Otia Bemuno no so to Labadi Pleasure Beach hotel. Otia Bemuno as an person to state in maybe na then the chere say ye too many be di MPP anymore. Sa pay on meton Ghana ina emfa emma ho. Meaning so what it is and same way when matters like this are running through media and social media, a day now be catch your friend is saying delegates the MPP in Ghana menina.
Ebi wo ho ye de be yasresem because sabi utia sem ni bia ubehunu ne say sabi nyado no kwanya menim sabi ababi ani asem ni bi mo na yemi nwanwa say MPP ni eneno obi ebe epese odi NDC for propaganda e dia for in leaders no ho it's very unfortunate say ye kwakotu internal party elections no na entro any propaganda NDC for year na no na MPP ni emapa especially a delegate who see NDC for no and I would be here at them and you are not being truthful to yourself. You nim say asem no sebi entro ye no NDC for e dia be for yen nam te ekwa about no muntra the same way ontro say company be the Haptel Dr. Baumiabia. It will be most unfortunate say MPP ni bi ene ubekwa kofa sa asem no mini wunim say eye entro asem NDC for kai no wakoso because ye internal party elections. And nunti na de bia Yera Brian Champon doctor was say yemhwe ya no kasa ye na ye maye say ye hu ewa bontin nam say ye pese ye lead party no because ye ne sa u ni wie kwa na u nya obia se onbeka ho enti no ye nye careful na de na aba aban no snitch ena na womu editu dwate womu womu hotels no kana ebo me time when I call University of Cape Coast Elmina Beach Resort I friend Obeja when I di agropo nanka ho bosopa kura on dabejaya hotel no afei uba wo mudie na won kran la body beach mun nyina program ben pa na sabi yeye nene obi beka se yen call la body beach Kempinski na manfo oko hotels ni nyina abafem eye mini wo ya wofo pensioners for sika na sisa it is neat board no and the two just say omo pese omo diversity omo interest in those hotels. Now omo Africano and Fambua pensioners no say instead of say the APBA the banks will come for liquidity support. Now banks the hotels will come for liquidity support. The hotels are not performing. They be na street the omosika komu na mfasobi and back. You should check the last time any of those hotels declared a dividend. And as it was yet on your hotel. What will pay be anobra? A binumu from Manoni, a binumu free baby bebre, Eddie hotel. A year, Dr. Brana Champon, the answer no. Almost the omu bid about they are into hospitality. Hotel where you man omu ye. It's almost the omu proposals about say. Yetu yenya ya yebeto. Omu kurano sika anka omu si omu betuano. And when the student will be they submitted the best deal, financial and technical, and it was an open, transparent transaction. Ye bohu de ro radio show, TV show, graphic mo, newspapers mo. And ye nyekukwe mo adiebi. At that time, Grana Yera, Dr. Brana Champon, now on your minister.
Yeah.
Now on your minister, even at that time. Process no more ena omampinyin eye ne say onbeye minister responsible for agriculture. And say santeno the business ya wo ya enfa agric ho no.
Yeah.
Ghana hotels ya ye to a Ghana ni a wo kakra nka nanka obi nya ya nka obroni bi anase obi fi amanoni na o kan beto your hotel and be treating Ghanaian workers as slaves and expatriating the profit out of Ghana.
Yeah, fancy.
We de minya ye kura anka yewura Dr. Brana Champo kura wo say ye bona baso. Ghana Japade aban no esi auto no. Ghana ni say obeto. E wo say ye to minya confidence in ourselves.
Okay. All right.
Na adentin na ye bu ye ho amonfia sa. The obi betimi free South Africa abaye MTN. Enne MTN tari sector baby a Adentina Ghana ni entumi nye MTN.
Okay.
Adentina Ghana ni entumi enye world class hospitality we bia. Ewi ase fa na nyina se ye ka hotel e wo Africa na ya boga na din.
Okay.
Adentina obi be ka se we boni be na wo mu se aban se otoni japade e na obi ankwankwa bi se metobi. Enu na e boni na na.
Wow. Obende I'm etie for so ati ni na pa o se be nkomo yewi a mefro na ye di nkomo ye pa
mini akojo mi dance
okay.
Mi dawate pa mi
I am saying no WhatsApp I check why
Mate. Check it here. Person in the door so
Matthias here. All right. Pius had a junior training kind of communicate the Brian Echampon campaign team no or communicate more 33 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. Kessben TV and I feel so on your DSTV channel 364, Go TV channel 121 and then Kessben 92.9. So and I would team is here and meeting Eddie Manson for Kojo Preko Dankwah and I will join here there memo watching about TV ne so na face radio na would team no 92.9 ma making kind text messages be na fe me fa won call back to the Postal and Courier Services Regulatory Commission issues senior AC air corner now motor for no any police for no e enti ama owura Sam George Minister for Communication the Kasa Ababetu Jana and I think that it didn't fit to say you sort us our problem we are but tie our radio so 92.9 FM so share on Kessben TV and then on Kessben TV on Facebook adia air coso when it comes to your friend delivery services for no any police for no there coso no mon share na fi muntie So clearly, mo amo share Kessben TV and afi so mo Facebook no mo mbe share Postal and Courier Services Commission for no ensem na omo kekan hwe moto a egu street no so I mean they are waiting meaning say traffic light na so no mo wo say omo wo commission honom na in some ACC wo honom a wo share their course with the police yachi delivery service for nyina egu honom. And indeed some catch us say me na me run be me dey near friend fair fast delivery egu because time egu ye no na petrol ekosoro time egu ye no na sika sem no nko yie meka and that collapse that particular company enti ne entumi anto aso no but o share the ecosystem na I've been a victim to this thing before where omo show no mo do ejina ho one police will be say o share friend is saying ataria esefata says o share na o de twi moto na two na fe be say licenses near ye but we share their cost we say and I tells you say it so do be aduane kwa komana nipa ni di be 2 to 3 hours na oda so ete your friend is saying police in some me makobida mako Accra regional akwa kofa mi moto ho ni delivery ban no isan say oda aduane lunch na oda akwa koma na fe police the oye nyina no enko yie and indeed hard ni yie pa enti mo awon hwe no mo hu se ye ko no enya de se na fata se bibisa ekoso ewo honom hwe nipa ya chomo delivery services motors ya chia ego honom. So indeed when some judge comes in to say say ye sha fata say ye hwe and like I said within the week you know you be din komo afasa nyema we nyina ho within the week you know you be din komo ni ahwe when it comes to a delivery for no and even the Postal Courier Service Regulatory Commission for no you know more Eddie and come afa hu yie pa look at the number of delivery motors are yaching it is all the the citizens of Atodazia na say kombe omo be 1-2 hours na mai say kabori so my toy diane fie hotel we say family na didia akem dey ebo on to aduane but o to aduane pa say ye mfam bra me na me media na oso me da ma moto a na ko dey aduane ne mai me say mai say ya chi delivery no na dey ekoso e wo hono no Charles de nya do be ntimi mbo ono ka delivery ma nyebi onyebi dida this is what is happening there. You have a chance here na afi din komo panel ni nyina aye set ni aba be din komo sisi teacher constitution we am so say all those who voted for the NDC during 2024 election should either go to mosque or church and ask for forgiveness because since NDC assumed power, apart from intimidating political opponents, what better things have they done for Ghanaians? Please tell the NPP national executives not to solely rely on the police for security going into the Akwetia by-election. If we rely on the police alone, we will eat our cake without fish. Greetings to Honorable Mavis Mensa Bwedi, Honorable Dr. Oseya Edichum Koka, and maybe it's our comes almost about from one man or say shaker ahimfo Kenya say and then he says that Brian a champ all the way kick Baumia and Kennedy out. I know if you shaker honoma or the ebaye. Let me read this one before I come to the panel. Capito Gosso mention say this current administration of JDM and the NDC is a shame and disgrace of the entire Ghanaian because they had failed and nothing to show since they came back to power. But no problem. 2028, we will vote them out. Regards to Honorable Mavis Awakumsen and Neomomaka Uchio Omuina. The citizens of Atodazi Atenase na so Mohamed Kabori Mahmoud Kabori also Atenase on the medical introducing it and then the man himself the managing editor of Hawk newspaper so Atenase and then my name Kojo Preko so Atenase ayababedi enkomo sisia flag zone 600 if you Sadiq Herbal Center for some can choose more numbness na face sexual 100 herbal mixture ni bi na ebeboa mo na mo stiffness in joint mo joint mo na face mo sai tititi ni na no obetumi ahwe ma betumi akọ no flex zone 600 ebeboa ma bibia etumi akọ yi ama sa so na mo wo pains say wo musisim constipation or the sa epacho enko yi a elephant herbal mixture and also ebetumi abo yi pa so and a Sadiq herbal powder eso of ma koko edware monopause and also monom Sadiq herbal powder ni be beboa elephant ointment e wo honoma for waist body pains backbone rheumatism and after swollen legs ni na e wo honum so opedudo to party ayenko kanshi drug lane could be the enterprise King's Walk herbal Rupash herbal Tinatet herbal Helus herbal and ye kwatema so a Little George pharmacy Ashaman ye Kus pharmacy in Koko ye Hillside pharmacy Kumase Colina herbal Misty herbal Apidank herbal Freddy men's school Mama Becky Hoina Unsabeka Sadiq herbal center Nibi Sas Yanko Mori Junction near the toll booth or Honomonsa Ebecom 0244 153511 and I say 055 799 7797. My main control says Psalm 23 and easy buy. Say main control says still what we hear phone no it's become a necessity. See and enye for fashion biom. Etu hear phone pa o gade sika de egu ansa wakakoto mi ne de. O said that be menya ne sa. What the fatra na Ghana city se brand is here. So open iPhone, Samsung, Tecno, Infinix, Itel, and they are Kenya no. O brand 300 Ghana cedis na me no ka say ya na one mount a year payment plan. Opa to 10 Ghana cedis a day, weekly, and as a monthly. And now say we to 30% to 40% depending on the phone na here no. Utia kani wia. Na waje phone no obetuma ma bosome afe bosome nsia bosome miensa ni nyina esansi sei nyina e wo ho ma se obetumi nya wo mobile phone na wo so otumi dia ko school wo otumi dia ye adwuma wo otumi dia ye wo business wo otumi dia ye your friends say wo 23 and easy buy why no easy ama so obetumi access phone bia wo hia bia no kohonum saso no say or delay TV na so microwave and it's no yentem na kohonum frɛ no e wo ye 0244 711 873 0244 711 873 and that's 0248 29 2763 frɛ na oni omo endi enkomo o hwehwe omo so omo La Paz Kanesi Trotro station honum a and that's say Pokwase taxi rank so wonim ho so a patcho bra circle o se o hwehwe Ebony baby ana eye Makati to meat pie no pa no Ebony nka no to meat pie o pa honum na near to meat pie no Ebony circle here ya honum wonsa beka eye Psalm 23 and easy buy for ewo honum associations na face schools am pe eye phones ni bi ato no so no be pa chom betumi ni eye Psalm 23 for edin komo afa ho na afi ahwe the airco 42 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. meeting at your man so for Kojo Preko solid in there yeba be din komo yi pa embefo mi chiamu nyina bibia bokọ de
am here dom
nice ye de radio say say ye nyina ye tim komuni aba Kojo bibia ye fine
Onyankopon adom no ye ba bibia da
oh aden
bibia fine we compare emre we now compare emre bi atwam that way wo emre papa mu pa bibia da di
bibia ye fine
Oma o te bibia wo fom.
Oh yeah.
And we because of a fellow car tank amount for how keke. But so bi eni so. 300-400 na yema. It manema was kana nkasa. What you say? Okay. First in do because of failure so man failure nam 2000 plus.
But see ade.
Me enke we total ko la ni ade. 400 na yema. Na yema. What the more ngeska bia. Sikano almost kana nkasa. What the more be boa and the mood. But just to ye niema enema ko ye o. Enema ko ye ntimi niamu a. Niam fi that they move for sepa na me be tie pious or to yam pia company ade o pious o be to yam pia because pious me say years later we don't dey bonus the next person you be bia no we be the 8 no so dey am we no the 8 what must say answer an election it will the cordia upper branches e brand na kwa perfect or not say 51. It may be next 20 years no nya say 71 do Akufo do nya 73 as no di president enti be boa wo fasa eniema nkokra bi da na 100 years no wu da e biati nyina ho ma no enti e good but wo fan crofo so ba team do won san hwe ye Matthias your branch champion me fan crofo a wo munye mbum koye mesi we pious e koye crofo mum so kai that one was sports no it is side power be communication officer now a good candidate because one way dent no nam no If you want to draw,
Michia Okeke.
And Germany one what must say
Michia Okeke.
You have a cast on person all book campaign.
I think they are
What must say into a motion campaign.
Kojo Mate. Name Mate. Michia.
What was it name?
Sebia fine. That's it. Charles McCarthy bibi aboko there. Musa bibia
linia nipa beye.
Musa.
Nankopa ma yankwa.
Ye beye so.
So boy no boy ye boafo.
Yeah.
But ne be ya be hu boafo no.
Ni asem.
Ni asem. Nti ye pe ye gusu pushi.
Ye beti ase pa Matthias. The man himself. Kabori, bibi aboko there.
Amanza zofo. Na say yesi babia obi empire kopem na ho na obi die chassis.
Sure.
Say the brabbe ni chassis we hwe na boafo. Obi so hwe na den.
No clue.
That is the beauty of life. Yeah. It's a mystery. Nyame I said that shit.
Yeah.
Yakopoma the good thing is that nka ebe year koduzo wi abetono. That will be a nyade obedi akoniyem. I mean, that's all about life.
Okay.
Na yenyina sumdua akromfo ni ho. Yenyina sumdua widi ni ho. Yenyina sumdua. Yane no na ohwa yesisi via yento gate yento wall. And it will be even today uko Europe just more than a year machas here. But group be wa
yeah.
But you kuro mo ha no. Ipa no one no timantem no utimi di mabika na sabi o that's been I must say tam no be so hwe na nia se hwe se de na ya se akwe kom so I said the mampani ma masre ye no enyina ye moa let's be each other's keeper.
Okay.
Unya bi aboa unua.
Okay.
It doesn't take anything from you. Ebi kura na nyame ahyehyɛ se ada no. You need to give to get more.
Wow.
You cultivated the habit of giving.
All right.
No crab woman building a nation.
Okay.
And see a chichiri kruno. A fan to my
friend. But I say, and then the citizens of Atudazi, we have a code here.
Kojo Yamanado.
Nice. Nice.
Na minche munyo no yeshewa. And that's a Friday class.
The full set.
I hope that it will not be a one day one.
Obekem.
Na on time back here. May it never be said one day that the people we sacrifice everything for would say they never forced us.
Again.
May it never be said that the people we sacrifice everything for will one day tell us that they never forced us. So and apart, ubi wa woman na mama mbana de wa ekudabi obaka cho de one show de ye. One show. Because it's a high, we all have interest, right? And the people that sometimes we are projecting, may it never be said that the obaka China and some man show. No, also people be
very deep, very deep.
You know,
very deep.
Empire year boy in there, and a mombi a year to know. Yaminara almost in na on furnish and family. Na say obi kada me kyerɛ yɛn mpa wa ha yɛn hwe osande aso no yankopɔn enyo.
Okay, all right. But I say ode eba, and then discussions about is brought to you by Doke Activated Charcoal. Doke Activated Charcoal and the discussion segment in na ebre and you know ya shase ne de na ye ne Doke Activated Charcoal for and ye nyomo eko cc and you know yes shase, but I'll start with you three major issues to deal with, and I'm sure that time will allow us so we can deal with it. We're going to start first with the illegal galamsey issues, and then we'll deal with the Shatawale issues with car, the bailing, and all those things, and then we'll get into the space of the election with the police, Akwetia, and all that. But we'll start with the galamsey. I did say in my initial comment that I had an interview with Ura Miracles Abwaje Ewufiahan 101, and then I asked him about what his view has been with illegal mining in this country. But it was clear to him to a T4 say nothing has been done. So you've not changed anything. Indeed, it has become worse than any. I mean, from 8 years in the crown, it is not even worse than the 8 years that they were in there. Mufa logistics. I spoke about renting my form motions. You know, I say that the Muya and Taren almost someone from blue to yellow. And nothing has been done. Logistics were bought in terms of drone, in terms of ship use. Dear Domonena Monsieur Swingina, no never heard that. And so, what truly and was so and as in lands and then natural resource, including the government, had done. I mean, when it comes to illegal calamities, 6-7 minutes. I Diana.
Now I say, okay, more. I'm funny. I'm penny for no pay. No more. All right. My entire Ghana for Honorable Brenda Adaje and he did no pay. I'm Honorable Minister, Honorable Emmanuel Amakofibua. Brakojo, I think say on my Ghana was say strengthen your mra na yema any enforcement ho. Sebe obi kwatwere say mawuna mete ase anya no kwa ne force publication. Obi kwatwere say mabokro no na me mokro no anya no kwa ne force publication. Obi kra no matter how or you politically placed na ba media so be grantee interview kan somewhere no same should be charged. Say were engaging in false publication and spreading of false news. Because clearly it's somewhere who can say miracle akano. If indeed sanity then your lower bar not too much. And you know any public fed any public then say me I speak it to the reality. Obia ni ho obetimi aka kire say nei illegal mining I friend of Galamsey Etuasi Okroma me as a spokesperson to the minister. But na ha na me kasa asem no na ma ye kontomponi me ne Ghana fo ndi ni. But obi anzo ni obetimi aka say illegal mining are worse than it used to be. Abra take over. And also obi any obetimi aka because and me no ka say even though you know pempons why you pursue your drone. Je say ya go mama ya dru ba bia eye ni so na ye ahotoso se said ye kolo e jire ye hunu ye yankodin sa ye kuno a Ghana enche e be nyankunimdie afri wo haw no a e ya ye komu no. Imagine say just na 8 months na kwa breakthrough bit say Jimra extension, Afao Hills, Offin Shelter Beds, Subri, Tano Nibri, and others. Now Ghana cannot make entry. Because Ghana cannot make entry, Ghana through our Forest Commission ain't mean rem. Because Galamsey Fua Womukuta Tuoni Akondia Ajikwa Naboso. Today, Sir has been repossessed. As and when Forestry Commission for Peno, they go in for their routine inspections and all of that. Obey the aka say, and one that's a quiet bread to Unkunu ya. Galamsey for Nadia boss woman, a woman or more, and we are say quiet bread to say soon. And now, Muni one woman, the Galamsey was sort of saying, now no more as any man. Miracle abwaje fedie neni nani ase ena manyosem na abafo and will be akura fi so betimi the president. In fact, in reality obepenin ti say owura Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia asamna man post akura ngezi wo print bi da so opebi edi belente president na abafo to the extent say everybody think he can be a president until obi feels so a spokesperson to sankrofo no a the Obekambia Yamfanya Juma is not backed by facts. Opening the to me. Owura want to me true na konta mining. Abeji large scale concession in forest. Say opeso yiwe hihye nyina anda ho. In fact, hihye no kura wie peye. Nti ono ankasa kura the company akonta no cannot even make entry. And the same hihye aka be say forest entry permit ni ade nyina anka obe nsa betumi aka. now we see mretriase wo bu mra fa so ese dia man wo se bu nu tot de magalamsey for so we person wura sa concession no na galamsey ni a you pay an entry fee of 300,000 Ghana cedis 3 billion zikadada no wura mu a gold bi a obetu no na otru bi a no ade 25 grams of gold penny sanso a ya adwuma boso mi wuwi a obeche gold o wanya bi amunum no atu ba ko abunum na o ye koko krache enti wuntu betina TV so and this is solid money ni ade nyina no na it was impunity destroying our forests, destroying our water bodies and environmental resources. And then we have stopped wuntu, we have stopped akunta mining, we have stopped that bleeding. Nti nanu ana wuntu mi this adwuma die no o this anyamra nsem no na galamsey nti atese enne mum no ya stop wuntumi a wontumi nya saa ne ma no enne na galamsey atese. How can you say that? How? December 2024 as at 21st December no more grantee 55 new licenses and go through due process. San krofo we kura de Kojo, you cannot differentiate that from galamsey. Sa 55 licenses in Nina Menuka say stand revoked. One more young man, 7 kwamboni or mufasu says when you ya stop it. Can you say, Sene? Galamsey is on the west. She say through through enforcement. Nana Dankwah Kufuor was able to arrest just 834 people. Ultimately processing just 35 of them before court, representing 4% of prosecution. In less than about 1,500 arrests has been made. Women are going through various stages of prosecution. Can you say galamsey at intreha as a who could have been mad? Of course, let me place on record. Say, me no can say because of the rampant nature of a drew baby obiasi me call galamsey soup, me call illegal operation near the no. Ebi mu did trash here. I don't announce my president quickly because young call back to the drawing board. So through that review, ni benya anonymous. Now, by a lot of petition has come. Attorney General has to go through those petitions to ascertain some machine with chassis number ABR B14 CCCCC. It is attached to Kojo Preko mining concession and illegally registered. Some of those exercises, a few exercises ongoing. But the wire bonnet, you can say in forest alone, forest reserves. 54 of the machines has gone through court process. We are caught illegally have confiscated those machines, excavators to the state.
Okay, and
in the coming days, some excavators, depending on the direction of the president, we are moving come back drape before. Then we'll hand it over to those agencies.
Okay.
My shame mo bia anka say
okay
galamsey ati say ya buy a nipa mean differentiate between community mining and galamsey say you put all community mining on hold afi ya yen hihye efofra ya pensi echi ba so nko ma no asiesie na ne friend responsible cooperative mining trying to help these young people almost say omo galamsey because they do not have money to afford legally acquired licenses on their own. Okay. Yes, yen kan omo mom yen more licenses. Let's give true community ownership to these companies. As galamsey wese.
Okay.
Enti me pa chao. Ba me fu ofi the case yesu. E say ba bi e chechera bo ho an ye san no. Say and the politics of me bo misre mu aka atwam. Na MPP for kura me de me firi sa abusuakuo no mu a ka meka manu atum mfiedu esense bi nim ho a wo mu nim ho a ko mu ho wo sere. It took them 8 years then they see here galamsey excavator for friend nya ntaban na atu ayira Fimpo Boate report party penny for do say na ewom today President Mahama say this penny bi kura di bo galamsey mu po say mu nya investigation Akufo to me be da.
Okay. All right.
Enti omunyai na yenye adwuma.
All right.
Said the Ghana for mpenimfo CSOs people in the media ebo echidom. Yenye sebe surabofo.
Okay.
From so no buy nyina be go back to the drawing board.
Okay.
Correct it and make sure say at least we win this battle for the first time in our lifetime.
All right.
Ghana for nya so far.
Mahmoud Kabori ni attend and Kano spokesperson Mr. Ura Amamboa ni attend and Kano Charles Mami Ntio is here.
So I'm now I say I'm champion for me no Masha. Kabori citizen the traveler.
Yeah.
Guy, me have been here for you I think say minim ni ntia miracle be kan yo kan ye no. And I minim ntia wuja no man kan yo kan ye no. Because no crane said $3 million or mudiko to drones no. Drone ba kumpuni o.
Ose.
Drone. There's not a single drone. And
it's part of the ongoing oral investigation.
3 million a Peter Mew. To drones no. Not a single drone or few on an. So it is not true that there were drones. Speedboats no way. Gold catchers no way. Gold catchers no way. You see, ye nimanema bebree akwa man for far so the tutor sa nyama we chema party boys and girls. Our machines ni be kwan adwuma. So where is it? There no mutimi ye farm. You see, na man for so it has worsened. Ye public education. Ye ni nyina. But at least Obetrana Obekasi se galam say ne worse than it used to be under Kufuor. It must be backed by data. And yes, so it be a no. Total assay. 3 football parks. And now NDC about take over no. Assay ni 10 football parks. That one you are establishing and proving that indeed the destruction. Under Akufo-Addo 8 years, Operation Vanguard Muku Chingana Hanyina with parliamentary support and what have you. Never did we know say a crabby one Ghana high a friend Abraham Concry, Abraham Incry with people over 50,000 or Makuchinho Ghana with the drones and everything, helicopters. We never discovered this thing. When we buy it within 3 months, and we discover everyone in crime, and then we have been able to discover there are filling stations, and forest reserves to move. Do you get it? And no, NDC is doing the best because my complaining and I are complaining about our Forestry Commission. May any June a term we. Or grantee tree permit. One of the forest BSD, biodiversity a protected area. Dr. Hugh Clement Adukwe Brown assigned 4 forest entry permit. You can watch him. Me send a document no my producer.
Okay, all right.
And then you can watch them. Kabor net and when him seen America minitro.
Okay.
And no the Kabor ministry na nyehwe found. But the second one I casa found which has to do with compartment. Or sign license or sign permit or will be 107 compartments. And see that in the history of Forestry Commission. And no the minister no a tiyan intente ma and no throw letter and this suspended we. Now me besides what happens to the forest entry permit? And no is pending. Me new fear ha a interview me ka say abrante bia or yes secretary to small scale miners for or sensors or sino. Ya ko twa dia betu dwa. besin ne obi anya hwemfa ho ye between onu ni akonta mining one the sense as say ohwe ne onu aye the damage is causing to lands in Osino amanfo nim ya jano no nam ho ya sama oti gold board or a member on a gold board. You see, the near beside I will say, or Papa Ben ye di kutia sadena ye kano. How willing are we? How committed are we in the fight against illegal mining? Another mekaye, see anka nipa 8 year o we. The only thing we can do to honor them. But it does not seem like we are willing to do it. It does not seem so. And this is Shayabo. See LI 2462. Amoba, ombe repeal, ombe revoke, whichever way they want to do it, to prevent people from entering into the forest. 8 months now. The commitment to repeal this law is not there. Because the speed with which our NDC cancel e-levy, the speed with which Omudi and Nema Bibro if they are committed, dedicated, willing to scrap this LI 2462 and Komaye. Dr. Tony Edwaka, John Dramani Mama, the president, say one cook Galamsey will kill his people. One cook illegal mining will sink, not helping anybody. Environmental wise, by your life, your health, everything. MYA.
Okay.
Into young come home.
Okay.
Na young kuntia.
All right.
And then they go to Yano.
But that's a
Young Jitrin Yadwa.
That be. All right. Charles McCarthy and I'm turning Kaname Kojo Preko, but this one says that Mr. Host kindly draw the attention of the NDC man to watch the way he talks, saying DMB should not even have contested for assemblyman. These are their arrogance we Ghanaians are watching. Kofi from Akosombo, Nedia or de Ebaye and no. On also need to buy and no. So Kojo, make hands I will buy. I mean, to 6 minutes on the Galamsey issue.
Yeah, name it as it.
Yes.
Memphis Queens, I mean, Charles is being first in the intro to my chair. Yeah, I mean, I'm no more better. Two quite or banning if it's a chocolate creton, I brought any different from here, which may be.
And I'm your citizens.
Whatever, you know, Nekoba.
Yeah,
Yango Pan, Abo. Ah,
to quine.
Play also the young people who called over Kama or Kopao, now country, different countries. Oba no answer about in a sunny area to the Baba Kwaba.
Uncle, I'll tell you.
Minia,
yes,
what the Galam said, you become once a more can't. I have December 2 million Cabori. When we say the Amana aware, when any papa or multi ministry. So many years before my boss, so one year, you be me and to wonder me aware. You say, baby, I'm the whole true. To Umbeba Quem, Master Sudia, you be me a woman, because Galam say no, me will be a NPP, and maybe a chum. Saturday, Saturday, not by Jimmy Reka Crown. Yet Galam say, near my name, Nistro, ex Ekufado, and be making sure that Galam say, on a bush for number 4 by Yay in a year. Abanke semle bi ni mo ye ho no ma ye take committee mpo anu bi ni da no no wo mo kra no me galam so to say former general secretary ne driver John Boadu unzo ko brabe ko police station e first ka kese bi de ko brabe wo mo galam say ye
it is our story no yeah
yes what ma say ni nyina ka ho ne nyina campaign say be change amasa adamu ni fo ya ko opposition kwata kwa bi mpo ani anti o mo din biom ne bi assistant CPP saying what ma say mfie bebre achi enti me nim say bi asa buy we mpo awabai bi ena make up truth me nyama nyina koyie ya ma me hwene manya bibia won bia the next governor NDC no e bia menya bibi papa wom me mma betima benya bibi o ma ne koyie se no bibia koyie wotima se ba ya nhwe agalam se be ya no ya sa kofa abonsamfo ya dai asa ba bium eno nti na da bia me kan ai kabore ne boss ya mo ya we na onim se mu fi amotie mu fa ji omu di mu trust omu mu ansa na mu do mu abaha wotima se na mu gya mu niam bi ha de kyem beba na obi ma mefa bi and this is security omu afa security for no correct make up security bay wo ba wo si galamse wo ba be tu ase wo be make sure say wo be tu proni mu a obi antimi nwure de enwura mu biem na galamse ifa na gate ni wo ba ko minerals commission ena ba ko forestry commission sa two gate ena say otum wiase awie ho we na ehwe ensase sem na wesu na bibia hyese nipa mienu nsa wo ba ye menim ade e ba ye ntia sa nipa omo data security for mienu omo da no yi enkrofo bi security omo na akonakra na point omo obi te ayi minerals commission ayi sinada ho anameboa wonu ayi padlock okura no na chekufo adobotom key ni won ho the same to ko forestry commission dia ne ba omia na nenam Mr. Brown NPP appointees omno mu kram sine wo NPP form ye no mu a wo mo da sa big institution ya no wo be da na wakọ amana ye wo ko kan this for se mu amana mu nim ko amofa ye fa so ba ye hu so mo for platform amana o ma boa wo suma se a wo so boa wo suma se na o mo pro mo ba bi ntra ni empen this for ntra ho ni ye ba na se bibi ni ye ka fa ho ye tima kan ye ade na yo fascinating nkro ena nipa mienu na te so ena niema nkoyie wa maami ote airport yi airport niema ekoso ni ade nyina NPP ni kase ena osiwo eba na nkoyie a na anu akofa ase asemo de kokia ba airport ni ade mu ntimi nka mu hu de mo ye no ena me ne okase oba obi anyampa ne kwa resign we de me hope betwem keke otumase enti waba na so pese ototo niema ya make sure say institution no ode no de so no make sure say microphone woni microphone na wo ekura the same adwene baako butai baako na mo se mo de baba mti ade na mo ba ya microphone bi na wo ti media send this betu akọ galamse pa se etuwo ya menya no kreso betu akọ ba NPP for no mo bo woni ndo mo ka wonu akọ wo cemetery wo person san fa omra fie wo be de ofie ya ho so na sa ba ekosiu boni am abadi o man galamse am fa so microphone tu galamse ya ti wo ne chief of staff ne ba boy na say so ka say a year by na say chief of staff badi wo what man proposal at parliament e from port boatin we no ka galamse campaign no ka ho wo si parliament e say do be queen NPP fo no mo opposition ka say na galamse na no mutu chief of staff the ba na say ni di wo makom ni concession be say 7 or so na di wo na kufa do so the presidency e beto ama we no galamse ni say no pon ndeko opposition sa ta no frema gina na chi ogina na chi o say de wonim de okeka ka mema me betro to ne tubone wotima say so at the end of the day we mu be de na o ma be kan bi NDC for the makers NPP for the omo de ende e ba betwam enya de papa e ni ato omo agunu ba mo ye de mo aba ne de mo toto niam ye me ne wo ka say na no issue we me kape carbon po na kuma betu bosu me bese mienu miensa na ya ekonie task force from omampania so ye and on where they on kokko chichom ko ta kokko chichi machines e ho nom machine makoma 43 and on kokko chichi ye ya omudom gu ho omo ma nipa makoma num and on to soja fo num and on to machine on bo ho bai kama emra ye moti 9 months on ba ye no minister ni we task force on bai mo make attempt say mo ko ho say mo ko no make sure say mo ko take over and I'm say no ye nya ndam mo we no ye de afia bank sem ne de ba et bibia mpanim phone number ni mo nyina mo fra mo no communicate e ma 10 minutes yankopon fa ne currency e ka kya mo so o mo de o mo ya ne mo ko esa operation no and presidency they are in charge of the national security o ye ne mo ko di mo ho mo je mo ko kai machine be 2-3 we ko kai machines gu so ja fe won ho a o mo ye adwuma kama about 1 week ago soja for ne 5 ba ko ma me wuye e na ofi ono koye aka soja for ne 4 e be se nana another soja for be 40 na mo akọ ko ambush wo mo na mo akọ mo sa soja for 4 na ko gu ayi mu ga room what I say simple junction issue na make no na ayi machines na gi ye no motima disbase machines makoma 43 no ama cha omo disbase na cha na for na omo di low base e ba bese sa ne ma no me no ka sa fu technique ya hon be ti da ma no mo yi ama cha na for ne sa dia cost site e ye adwuma me no ka so mo ye adwuma
okay
na wo ko galamse say na ba ko galamse we say na ba to galamse we What am I say? Move here, ya soldier for now, Moko Yen, Musa soldier for your soldier for papa. Omudi illegal soldiers, Mko Juma. Who soldier was a soldier near illegal soldier. Obeko time machine who bears a 2-3 man to machine. Asha so, I'm a Wabetun's first, Abetun second, third Robin say, watch I go to guy room. I fed the Munya who said, I didn't know where you are, Mamma Mwaba. Now, Wamunan people are calling the people who do machines in the morning. When because I told them from no machine then from my beam. You have a producer no money. What must say? Yeah, China for now, money costs a machine. Mudema, China for 43 machines in England, they are correct. Okay. No be idea, Papa, the Minia Cabore, Canana. And I say, no be the correct. Be been a fire, be binti, and it might be because it's a
Matthias here. But I say Kojo Yabua and the same thing and Kabaro Beji complains, but the same thing happening where Obuasi. I spoke about it I think 2 days ago. The issue of just 6 excavators where Obuasi or Mutu Galamse court Asha say yemfa a machines NC or court order. Ye by 6 and 3 FM and Crofono somebody Jumano so Yamo bail. State attorney and as a state one or what Ashanti region you name the SC. Now the case have moved to from circuit court to high court in Seminole Dosu Yepa and we don't even know how these things are happening. Or the corner thing the citizens of Atudazi Yenti in the next 6 minutes. Yes, sir.
You see, Galamsey issue. If we continue to make it, and this will be my hina why MPP will be we won't get anywhere. Because it got to a point I realized that depending on one man will be more power no. So I find the MPP during MPP time, there were NDC people and where you're mining now. Now what question? MPP for nature. Now worry. Until they know themselves, they connect. Our ben or power until for when you koje and let's do it. And there, Yamasi saying there are MPP people who have gone behind NDC people. What are you mining? Okay, it's a cartel. So if we want to power and then anywhere pay, we will not get anywhere. Because in that thing, and because this thing, the kind of money that is involved, on your small money. Kojo, what my Africa cry, and shouldn't hear a cry, don't be Jim. That thing, the way it is, is a lot of money involved. It's a lot of money. We pay the chihuahua, and as politicians, we need money to do a lot of things. We pay the chihuahua, and here, by the time you realize you've compromised yourself. That is why we need to target the fact that, see, Yanka they stop mining, but let's be responsible about how we mine, because it was Yensudu, it was your health, it was the forest, everything. For me, that is where we should channel our energies. Behind them, na say no ye kokuetia mining, the illegal mining, na ye that film to be there. NDC in opposition work there, they obey a state of emergency. Why is it not happen? When we do these things, we won't get anywhere. Now state of emergency, you can call on state of emergency, but people will still be mining. As if there, sometimes we say it as if when you call state of emergency, then everything grounds to halt. Yanti Ghana and I work there, Mammo Bia doing COVID. In Gofan club. So sometimes I am in Tazi. We've seen mining sites where military people are protecting illegal miners. So it is not enough to just say let's call for state of emergency and all those things. No. We need a real approach in terms of targeting the real campaigns. Meet them, not to arrest them. Meet them. Let's have. Masa, you are scratching my back. I want to scratch your back. But Ekwanya here for 3 years. Why him there is detrimental to even what people now are mining. If you talk to engineers, and most of engineers will tell you that what Yejuma way now is at high risk because of chemicals that they always come in contact with. It's even the people who are doing the mining itself in Angasano, they are also putting themselves at risk. So I think there we've been doing this fight in a particular way. We are not getting anywhere. You to me, the same thing all over the time. We won't get different results. Let's change the approach. Okay. We can't have University of Mines. Now, we are not linking the problems that we have to the classroom. We need to connect some of these things. They deliberately no. To go and sensitize the that on it today minds be more question that still people are doing it because of the money. They don't care because what's our brabon be a risk.
Yeah.
It's sometimes you talk to people that what they can do from me. That's what he or she is used to. It's when you go and you just think that the police will chase one answer, you don't solve anything. Let's deal with the real issues.
Okay. And
target in terms of getting people to be more responsible in the mining.
All right.
But
I say citizen Mato Adazi na yetene nkano. Come on, you want to respond to some few ones below. Just a minute now. Me started with citizen because I know politician wa hanum pa.
First of all, I appreciate feedback na sometimes it helps to shaping a jumano na they need to small scale mine. The membership of Gold Board is because or yes secretary to the association. So it's the association that nominates him to represent them on the Gold Board. If by extension,
that's why I have issue with the explanation.
If by extension,
no, I will make my own way because tell you from far.
No.
Yeah, the bonnia.
No, first of all,
due diligence.
First of all, we have to establish.
Doctor, then I know you was still doctor. Fake doctor. No, quickly. The membership on the board was resolved.
First of all,
we have established.
We have to establish
illegal thing.
First of all, we have to establish why that membership onto the Gold Board. Then secondly, we raise legitimate issues. A bit disqualifying from being a member, and that issue has to be the issues are raising. And see, I was a problem. Okay. Based on this, you don't even fit to first of all be a general secretary. Even Belentesa Obekwa a good board member. And yes, I appreciate me. Maakye have shared that except with me. I've given it to relevant stakeholders. Ongoing, your friend is saying investigation. Okay. A sympathizing issue. No, I want to be very honest with you. Yeah, can a year will end up going and coming back to talk about the same thing.
Okay.
These 5 military officers, almost at one breath, they said they were protecting a large-scale mining company there. In another breath, they said they have gone on illegal soup. And they achieved VDAB, and they bought VDA. Who does illegal soup? Now, bought VDA Ubushi. You transport them. But what does it? And President have said on record, Abraham could do say I say arrest anybody impersonating the National Task Force. Based on security and integrity of the same government. And some of the people who are now want the security expert to do the internal investigation and bring the matters up. When it comes to issues, in my preliminary submission, me catch you. Senkofobu out of that will be eco soups, no. Yakwa machines are you are not supposed to take them. Because they have their document, they are doing their legitimate business. But by virtue of the fact they will be eco soup into you, they have sent petitions. We live in a country governed by law. And to be found, say, anyway, they are. At Maakye me warehouse, I mean, they have newspapers. I don't know, so baby, it's in a mere matter as a legitimate. He was all born and that, and ran on a
okay.
Indeed, yes, I agree.
All right.
Say, there are excesses, said the Kojo Preko. baby anywhere senior. Yes, baby and yango pon bona busy and one of them to no go be. So there are people who deliberately parochial interest no. Nka ntoko we nyina kura nwiri na omo they continue to flourish. But there are also a number of genuine good-hearted people are also per se abino. We need this for all of us.
Okay.
For at least, if for nothing at all, for environmental conservation and its safety. Intimation or mobile.
Matthias,
say these feedbacks are good. It helps us. Say be shaping, but some of the conversation it goes beyond what we hear out there.
All right.
Obuasi issue now it just got to my notice.
Okay.
We've picked it up.
Okay.
Now and also if you move and Sefatano. Yeah. But I think 100% agree with citizen.
Okay.
Let's link yen woman to yen challenges as far as mining is concerned.
Okay.
If people can have agri extension officers guiding farmers to do right and get high yield, we should get mining extension officers, and that is a dream and vision of President Mahama. We are almost getting there. And to begin to say, all right.
Concerning the gentleman doing small scale mining at Osino, he can't compare Chemawu to me to the miner at Osino. Chemawu to me was mining illegally in the forest reserve area, but Mr. Godwin at Osino is doing small scale mining. I have gone to his site, and it is one of the best sites in the Etiwa enclave in terms of responsible mining and reclamation of the land. McCarthy should be objective in his representations. I like McCarthy a lot, but on this submission, he has goofed big time, except he has a personal score to settle with the man at Osino.
This is direct to me. So offer me 30 seconds to respond.
Okay,
on this platform,
yes.
Abdul Razak, our organizer of Small Scale Miners Association,
yes,
threatened so be sue me for saying that thing. I mean, catch almost say site now do work on any there. That site belongs to Narawa. Almost share boundary. God in Emfa on corner there so that the be no democracy Narawa mining company site no their coach say any there. God in here reclamation back on cover pit biada.
Okay.
Me see so mu ye bread sorry. Yeah, be provide free bus. Yenko na yenko hwe.
Okay. All right.
I am daring him if he's available he to make himself ready. God in here ready ye be provide free bus. Ni yenko ya Osino Kessben for Kessben komu kobi omu Kessben ko twaye kenimu na ko ye ko twaye bu pa mo hwe mo de mo nja ye de no na mo fa Kessben de na mo hwe.
All right.
It is I won't lie on anybody. Me say me kawasem na ye ni evidence aye nkada.
Okay.
Me kawasem up ko Hague meba.
Okay. Matthias here. Asama Kojo kan there afa man for power. The NDC man said Bawumia don't deserve to be a president. Yo. Yate. And say better things because responsible people are listening. Is the NDC man a Ghanaian? Because the name Kabori is for the Burkina and the Malis.
That I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Very interesting. Very interesting. But let me start with you, citizen. Some 3 minutes on the Akwetia. So police met the two political parties. Some trust when it comes to police issues and security with elections. Your take on that? Just some 3 minutes in a VNC. Me too.
I think the IGP is trying to do all his possible best. Na nyama osi wa Brickman not Orinsi wa Akutia. But I think that they should go beyond meeting the political parties. Niyim other engagements are why. But you see, even that testing alone for me is wrong. The Electoral Commission did the same in Ablekmanot. They only met NDC and MPP. Forgetting the politicians are politicians. Everybody has interest. Sometimes MPP pedo ya da on fire MPP ye or before Wayama. So you don't only engage the two thinking they are already two contesting there. You engage every stakeholder. Once it's a political party, you engage them. Because in Memusumari Yawakutia. You understand? Because GCPP, I also have interest. I'm not contesting, but I have interest in who wins Akotia.
Okay.
You understand? I have interest. Into no, because in your ground, you show you one day and son, you decided the young. You understand? We all have interest. So that's what I think that they should look at. But you see, I said something last week, and but they be a mechanic. Kojo, baby ati, be more at an order. You understand? And me assure that say I was sorry if you are, they would wish that would be awarded the best one name, although you're better, and can at least on the same as you are. I don't think their management in their own wisdom won't pay their wabukakophobia or ye lesser than you. You get it? So when I look at a situation in Akotia where a party decides today, yeah, in your primaries, but we would, in our own wisdom, you be choose to be to replace the MPR, or yeah, honorable NS Kumia Winyan Baby Co. You will think that they will make a choice. I will provide almost the same feeling or result like an Eskumi or somebody who is better than you. But you see, may say sound bite from Akotia, from the candidate that has been chosen. Chosen without going through any primaries.
Okay. Now this year, ma'am.
You understand? No sound bite. Remember kind of way. That's it.
Mate. Come on, remember to us now. Come on, there. I said no, we are mentioning there, but one can't into your cancer. See, Kabori is a liar. My name is Amache. Me name Amache. Then I okay, I fool say, oh yeah, liar. Fabra na. Making can you?
It's like that.
I mean, your take on
first of all,
yes. Yeah,
I am happy the aftermath commentary of Ura Shatawale.
Okay.
Public education. Sebia na base they were uninformed. Omante I say the integrate Ura in the first place. Na ono aba ye because mrakwan so na inviting no near there. For crying painful honey and I think that it helps calm situations and also help in public education. And until Mamma Fa Quenya so na my in one for two. Say in your jetum say your guiding principle near Emra. Sam Rano Casa Bra Shiamijan also called. I don't just will be town. Okay. So when ye and as I did Babwa, I'm on mine teacher than Aquatia Miss Radia Bacope. And this impending for Mestre. Goodwill no enjoy this and it's not enough. We have people Omuntina Obi Twaba mind this. I said, baby, no uncle Aquatia. Let's go to Aquatia. Okay. No matter what the situations are, young Aquatia for half a year. At least it's a way of nephew though. Okay. We bet me crack as all the weekend you could dinner Aquatia. Okay. It will boost the chances. Meaning saying they are so and tontino you whom be a society body our lawyer beba parliament. But yen Aquatia for whom say CEO we see you about say lawyer we need obey my bazaar CEO on with my bazaar minister and have a Jim Buntu yabre. Okay. Aquatia for sorry na
but I say Charles Ketobi on either Shatawale or Nasa Aquatiana fee your fancy.
I think that young Kanu Crentre Chafu Shatawale Major Jonas Wache no yeah no one in the industry to Ushana. So will be a Onya Pias no Moncasa. And yet the beer and now Bible says who were following, who were voice, and to be now called social media. You see, Yoko Nina D. A new Bia and a Yoko Beko. Now, your man opportunity say, who have our car, drive the car to the Yoko office, issue statement on it and what have you. Or my way in now. Then say police faba with the guns. They did not even publish it. Now woman, what the kind of TSC social media, you are trying to cut public sympathy by so daring the Yoko boss. You don't do that. It is bad on his part, and the earlier they apologize for that misconduct, the better for him. Because Emran won't apply. Investigations to money. Do you get it? Oh, Bob Brapa, they know how to go about it. Until me cry the Yoko condition.
10 to 5.
Ade, no be ultimate talk car $150 million. What is 10 million?
Okay, all right. Matthias here. Kojo, Mamintio.
Wait a minute, me 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. Shatawale di in America. Even bicycle cry to street my GP person. And to me mechanic say car nya no ma nya car bia keke car we uni papers. Unu say we the automatic air chrono sem ya gigi niam so because at the end of work and say me na meti Yoko ho no ma kebe okra ka me ma ne bi. Say ukura car we say nipa na auto uni papers uni bibia yemfa ne normal because we Shatawale no yen na pena me na titi junction is le go me ne di agro yumre the bibia ba some work no wo ka we kura na se yen mpa epe wasem ne adade a esa akobokro no se car na me to me baby am to me ni paper na ye de mpo 2x4 e papers hu nya check car na si wo no asem se na be ko gine makokope bibi ho na enkrofo sa sorry no mo support shatter because of enkrofo mu di na chi dodo se na to ye onim campaign ye onim braya ono kra ba empo nya advantage what na ko president be 2 times kabore o to yi when president kra we to aba wi ohun ni da ye campaign 24 hours citizen of the whole Ghana opposition party wakasa 99.9% the NDC for dia who be president gina utima say entino omunya kan enya tie kra otiase na kwatia so de uni NDC for panto mutim say akwatia omu first test case omu kono made we gigu pe omu ma partner ni mo nyama ba fom omu make sure say other hook or crook omu be wini aba no na NDC for so stingy no omu de kwatia no omu forget that omu say mo thing omu mi omu say go ni di ye wini aba ne ho ntoye e pe ne ahwehwe
but say Kojo ye bo madam painful as me da ye citizen of Atodazi me da na se regional secretary ma GCPP na face so the man Mahmoud Kabori the man who gave me the name of Mansofu. I really appreciate this gentleman. And also Madana Sibibre say Austria minister, and then the man himself Charles Makati so ebe kayens how Makati hit patch some can say the aye pay no ano the ye pa de ampacho kope ahonka hit patch ni bi nato na faye de ss de se in the fata ahonka hit patch e ho asem na make catch we so and na make catch say we boost to immune system pa dia na ye imboost herbal mixture baby nato na boa ho na bibia betumi akoyi ama discussions no was brought to you by doc activated charcoal and ho asem na make catch so wo gas wo pain wo bacteria fungus heartburn and after stomach ulcer and upset sorry any bibia no pacho food poisoning doc activated charcoal and na wode ebetumi aye adwuma wo pharmacy bia ben wo bia betumi atobi 0598206885 and after 0206616620 mamani Suzy endi enkomo na fe yemfa dwumedie no na embra edwe Suzy for bia boko de
enko padumo
nice ene fiana kakra igusu sa ebe ndey ekoyi
and a bright
as an also will be mammy to open men comment yanko Suzy for
but I say machia arefo amhwe Kessben TV mamutie Kessben radio ewo Accra achichi ene benche oba akua ne mefri Suzy eba center yetieti omamu nsema manyosem ne yefa ye ho social environmental ni bibia wie no e wo se ye di health e ka ho sense ne ye nyina no e apomuden no na di yenko ni padua no me pa cho ayesaka no na emodi e woni mu no e kono enna ehia papa e disaka no engine no eseye a ene na vehicle no anaka no entumi nko sada nipadua ne tie amomudi ne nka yi a enema ye betata ina Uncle Kojo otiwe yapomudi ne nko yi a konti metena ha emfa mpanifo ema wusu nya bi nka ne ade enti ono na dura onom eye essbenMaakye capsules enti na maba se wonso me ba be kanfo e de ama wo se de be ya wo be hu essbenMaakye capsules no na wanom bie na ama wapomudin agina brane na waye guy waye odogu wani age waye champion the conqueror also baba habi na bibia aye kama mesra me kan na eye essbenMaakye capsules nie woye bema na sabio ahonam yaw abeda na woyonko ono ne tie ono ne da ono ne sori ono ne tu anamon wa bepa acho woyo hoho pamano firi ho ade betumi dia pama ahonam ya firi nipaduam eye essbenMaakye capsules bema beda so honam nyina yaw ya asa wapoapoa woda wutimi abai wonsa na onan obe wona waposo nyina tutu wachika sai na wusisi wotrasia ewo mo tina kanim twishen bosses amotete officers motrasi a day the whole day na visitors client ni ade ewura koba utimi nya kwan ensori ni ade no me pacho what do you essbenMaakye ebe ma sa trase na tra bebre eni usisi na ede amane ye oya wo chiri kase na okwan echi ya na ye oya ni ade obo hono motrasi a obe sign contract or true note wo yesa the whole day was on the course me huna nya me ya what do essbenMaakye capsules ebeboa wo bemu wa ye kama pa bemu wo no ma brani adwendwen afusane ye ontumi kura enidi na okasa ena adwuma na me ye kura mintumi ndi bi ni ade mesra wo yire huna dibi adwuma ne bre wo ye be ma bre na wo bre sikana de kofie no eyam wanimri na dibi na san dibi wati ase so temase eno wo betumi edi ni sa eye essbenMaakye etu ko du fie sika wa pedi bi ye aduane se pono so a utumi di ni a prepare bi esi mpaso se no so ba we no masa utumi hwe na be ma wa ye mre wo mpem na meka yo wa ye mre utumi mo atwuma na be ma de ahia na wo je edin ade after a hard day's work what break throughout the week Saturday Sunday wo fie madam acheche bibia wo sesabia utimi wiwe nam wani je no wuntumi abra koto essbenMaakye usisimu be ye din bikra na yire ntia o different region and our town no ye adwuma na wokọ sra busia waja sister yesu abe 1 month 2 weeks and asa 1 week na wakono na odi tete nsu ani enye bo adwuma ema adwuma ma ufko a obi nsi wachi essbenMaakye na ma ye ne sa no be mo ye din wo bo adwuma yie obedu me masam ewo empaso amwani age be ma infections ajawo na wo bre usabio ube memu bona emukikaw ensa begugu be ma no enso firi mu ba bukura ho na make say wo ya sha okatita koto essbenMaakye capsules ni bi nanom wo so doctor so be sha okra koto bi nanom okwa obejai wo she ebe ma wo se bi wudwonso mu hawa wo untimi nyonso wo glance na yesimu block ni ade no ni nyina be firi wo akọ essbenMaakye capsules ene ye wiye e wo san kwan so adupa ya make kan wasemi ye tombi wo Kessben TV hayo Twin Tower ewo sek hwa wo ba Kessben FM Kessben TV ewo abosan na se wa me pa cho essbenMaakye capsules ye tombi ewo hono mo ye o sibi women e your bedroom e manko a we so be ma de no me manko a na enom kai se ye nwe e habanko a o pure herbal natural na organic nso yemfa bibia emfra mu enti wonuma eje adwuma yie ewo ni paduama eni sunsanso boni bia e de mawo de pink wo mu no eno nso yo ba de o ai enuama no be ba cho sa ode po na egu mani masese ma e ma se be nka ba wo ho na ma se be nsan gugu ho wo nsa ho na ye wo hina otiti na se be o ama ekwa bie na ayi niema potobi e de aba wo ho no ba enye o mesraw ka wo ho e ma walls no kra lucy bo modina nom essbenMaakye capsules wonnom sibia ebeboa wo se ekokum sa infection mo woni nyina free wono mo yesi dua ebewo wani ye ntwaso etuose enti yare a egu wani masese oba ye ngusurusuru no emfa no nkohihye wase na enkunu omo mogya no mu enti numaduru ekom mogya no mu na ekum yare mo wa free wo ho na omo nyina enkoma wo ho nto ensiesie na nyo besima eho be che fine pa me na me ka kire media dance me yoba ena me num CB women ena me yoba wafo me num CB women ena me ka CB women once ma chiro say eba esiesie wo ema ho chi ma ho so eyi nka firi ho ema wudi ni wo ye fine wo ye oba siman kasa me pacho me ka jimidi na me ndi CB ayama me nka say obi na me to ma nkrofo no me de me num bi se fuma wale me maningu enya adwuma etimi so me fa bia no pa ne anwumre enti oba ya no pa no mienu anwumre na wa no mienu CB esiesie o ma wo ye kama obi wo hano ma wo se me kwa wo ba ye mi operation me so ye twa me bi ezo ho ahode amede nam ye CB na menom num CB women obi wo hano ma ye operation wo ye be mo yo ba o na wakoye surgery na kro no de bi mu ye ohene na emu kaw na emu ye wo ya na emu ye wo se fa CB adroni bi wo ye be ma no CB men wo yo ba no CB women na be ma kro na wuntema ma woto ahaban bi wo mu sa ahaban no ayunu ti se krupia eya nyonyo e ka ho bi kranti na ya no capsules no e ka wa no a wa wuntumi no eno ekum kroma especially say wa ye surgery ekusi kana no ntem ema sebi honam no etoa ema hoto CB women oba wuntumi nidi wo junso mu hawo wa honam yawo usisi yawo ya ubu nse ema yie ubu se wa ya ase yawo ya mpa chow wa se wo yare wa wo nyare wa wuntumi na mesro CB women ebeboa wo ma won sanka bi me say CB nre etombi Kessben TV a aye twin tower abrosan na ewo circle ha no etu be di uduma bi kra o circle na wo kofi a me pa cho fa Kessben TV a say abrosan na say wo ye CB adurato we ye CB soap e na mama so a kire no CB soap ne de pedicure ne manicure sa wo nanti e papai unsemu ye din unenti ye din unentama propro umawre ma propro unsentama propra fa CB soap ekum no firi ho se na abaye no apropro no wo de cotton bebo nsu na de apo ahuro na de afafafa ba bi de wa apropro ene wo mawre na apropro de sitaso unenti na papa aya den so a me pa chaw fire pedico fa twu unenti wo de be fa wo nan na se wa yiti nsu awie no na de sisi nsu hye ne mu be 15 to 20 minutes na wo de second knife bi anesthesias ajre unenti no eyina wo nsam so sa wo wie na wo stone na ye de twi ye nsam na wo de achi ebeto so kama empai biem enye din biem enfleki biem enwa wa biem eye CB soap ena yesa miracle no etimi friend anwofadua ena CB women ena CB men so me friend body mechanic your body mechanic me ba chaw ba bibia ye twan adu Ghana wo benya yenro we bi wo ho ato wo pedudu atu akokan shi draggling na oni yen wo kwa repashe ba ho betu bia ma anana mbesa me di betu dwa no frɛ na ebe deliver bia ma wo na ebe tro ye chikwan na waba na wo nso oba betu bi wa wo pe ba ko anamienu bra Kessben TV ha bra Kessben TV ha ebuso ye didopo so abegu a obeba obenya bi atane bo fofofo te se de wo patamu na tuba krom na du circle na ofa Kessben TV a 21 na se ya obenya bi ato ya numbers no 0247 111671 0246 57 8750 me ba cho aba screen is so aba screen is the first one me boy you know 0247 111671 and na ye 0246 57 8750 na woni yen eni enkomo ye be boa o ama wapomudi eje mesrew oba Kessben TV a ye toni CB men and CB women and a CB soap.
All right.
Oh, got you.